My dearest child, listen within. You were not assembled by chance or stitched together by accident. You were conceived in purpose, carried in wisdom, and spoken into a life that bears meaning. Every gift in you is intentional. Every weakness that troubles you can become a doorway for strength. I know what you call flaws. I name them thresholds, places where grace enters and does the work that effort alone cannot do. If this message strengthens you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss the next chapter. Your support helps this word reach those who need hope today. You have wondered whether you matter, whether your voice can carry beyond the doubts that press against it. Hear me clearly. Your worth is established in me and cannot be edited by the judgments of others, nor by the harsh verdicts you have placed upon yourself. You are not a duplicate or a spare part. You are singular, handcrafted, and entrusted with assignments only you can fulfill. I watched you weigh your life against standards that shift like sand. You measured yourself by achievements one day and by approval the next, and the measure always moved just beyond your reach. Put down that restless ruler. Lift up the truth I planted in you. You are set apart. I selected you with knowledge of your hesitations, your missteps, your quiet fears. I chose you anyway, and I choose you still. There is a calling stitched into your days, steady and patient. It does not shout, yet it does not sleep. When fatigue makes your courage thin, that calling keeps a light in your inner room. It asks for your yes, not your perfection. Bring me your honest yes today, and again tomorrow, and again after that. Small obedience multiplies. Consent to the next faithful step and watch how paths open that once felt locked. You fear the weight of expectation. You have carried promises in silence and wondered whether you misheard. You did not. Delay is not denial. I have been shaping you in hidden places, strengthening the parts that must hold when opportunity arrives. What I arrange is not fragile. It will not collapse when examined. Trust the timing that protects you as much as it promotes you. You will notice a change as you agree with me. Accusations lose their volume. Old labels loosen and fall. Where shame tried to define you, dignity takes its rightful seat. Where anxiety rehearsed failure, peace rehearses faithfulness. You will not have to force this. You will choose alignment, and alignment will carry you. Guard your heart, beloved. Not everything spoken over you deserves residence within you. Some words are invitations to fear. You will decline them. Some paths are decorated with promises that cost your integrity. You will refuse them. You will practice a holy no so that you can preserve a sacred yes. What you protect today will protect you tomorrow. I am not distant from your daily challenges. I am present in each decision, near to every breath, attentive to the prayer you barely utter. When you feel unseen, remember this. I have counted every sorrow and kept record of every hope. Nothing in you is wasted. Even the tears you tried to hide became seeds. In due time, they will rise as wisdom, compassion, and courage that others will lean on when their own strength is thinned. Do not fear your uniqueness. It is not an error. Your path will not mirror the paths you envy. Comparison will try to coach you into imitation, but imitation cannot carry destiny. You will learn from many, but you will copy none. The voice I placed in you will mature, not by echoing the loudest mouths around you, but by speaking truth with a steady tone day after day. Let gratitude be your opening move. Give thanks for what has begun, for what is yet to begin, for what ended because it could not carry you forward. Gratitude clarifies, and clarity guides your next step. Then let humility be your posture. Humility is not the erasing of your value. It is the right sizing of your heart so that love can move through you without obstruction. I am setting you apart not to isolate you, but to align you. I am preparing you not for applause, but for impact. The transformation I seek in you will spill into the lives of those who are waiting for hope with quiet desperation. Your story will become a bridge. Your resilience will become a shelter. Your faith will become a lantern that does not go out when the wind rises. Hold this promise close. I will not abandon you. My commitment is not seasonal, not dependent on mood or merit. I remain when others scatter. I guide when the way feels narrow. I steady you when your steps feel uncertain. You are chosen, set apart, and deeply loved. Agree with this and watch how your life begins to move in the rhythm of purpose for which it was made. My dearest child, lean in and hear this certainty. I am nearer than your doubts and stronger than your fear. You have not walked a single step without my awareness. I hold what you cannot hold, and I carry what tried to crush your spirit. When you whisper for help, I answer with steady guidance that will not fail you. You wondered whether protection is real when worry keeps returning. Protection begins as a decision of agreement. Say yes to my covering. Say yes to wisdom that keeps you from harm. Say yes to peace that interrupts panic before it takes root. Each yes strengthens the hedge around your life. You have faced voices that predict loss, disappointment, and humiliation. Those voices draw power from your attention. Shift your attention to my promise. I will instruct you in the night and in the day. I will warn you when a path is crooked and confirm you when a door is safe. My counsel is more reliable than rumor and louder than fear when you choose to listen. Your heart needs boundaries that honor your calling. Not every invitation deserves your presence. Not every argument deserves your reply. Not every expectation deserves your energy. I will teach you the elegant courage of a calm refusal. Guard your joy, and your joy will guard you. When anxiety tries to script your future, interrupt it with truth. Speak what I have spoken over you. You are chosen, you are precious, you are secure in my care. Let that confession become your rhythm. With repetition, peace will move from a fragile feeling to a durable habit that anchors your decisions. You ask how to walk in this protection. Begin with simple alignment. Keep your word, tell the truth, return what is not yours. Honor your body with rest and kindness. Seek counsel before commitments that alter your path. These small obediences braid together into a strong cord that resists the pull of chaos. You will notice timely rescue that does not always arrive with spectacle. An unexpected delay that keeps you from harm, a quiet nudge that redirects a conversation, a sudden clarity that exposes a subtle trap. Give thanks for these gentle interventions. They are evidence that I am actively guarding you. Do not mistake loneliness for abandonment. Loneliness often signals a transition where old patterns release their hold and new patterns have not yet formed. In that in-between, I am building resilience, sharpening discernment, and deepening your trust. The silence is not empty. It is purposeful space where your inner life grows strong. Your story does not require constant defense because I am your advocate. I will handle what you cannot prove and resolve what you cannot fix. Keep your hands clean and your heart soft. I will vindicate you without you harming yourself through retaliation or bitterness. Let gratitude become your daily armor. Thank me for lessons learned, for help received, for dangers unseen that never reached you. Gratitude keeps your attention on what I am doing rather than on what fear imagines. From that posture, you will sense my companionship in ordinary moments and draw courage for extraordinary ones. Take this promise into your next decision. You are never alone. I am with you in the questions you cannot answer yet. I am with you in the tasks that seem larger than your capacity. I am with you when you pause, when you proceed, and when you pivot. My presence surrounds you, my wisdom guides you, and my protection stands like a faithful watch over every step you take. My dearest child, fix this truth in your heart. Your value was established before any opinion formed around you. No success adds to it, and no failure subtracts from it. I chose you with full knowledge of your hesitations, and I did not hesitate. You have tried to earn acceptance by doing more, pleasing more, hiding more. Lay down that exhausting bargain. Acceptance is not a wage, it is a gift I give because I have set you apart. Receive what striving could never purchase. You call certain parts of yourself defects. I call them places where grace plans to work. In the very rooms you fear, I will build strength that cannot be faked. The limitations you dread will become doors through which compassion, patience, and wisdom enter and remain. Do not measure yourself by titles, trends, or applause. Those rulers bend and break. Measure by faithfulness. Show up when it would be easier to disappear. Tell the truth when silence would protect your image. Keep your word when no one is watching. These quiet choices reveal the treasure I placed within you. Comparison has stalked your joy. It whispers that you must mirror the gifts of others to matter. Refuse that script. You were not designed to echo. You were designed to ring with your own clear tone. Learn from many, honor their strengths, and then walk in the peculiar brilliance I have entrusted to you. You ask how to live from this worth without drifting into pride. Let humility and gratitude hold hands in you. Humility keeps you teachable. Gratitude keeps you generous. When you know your value is secure, you can celebrate the victories of others without diminishing your own calling. There will be moments when old labels try to reattach. They will arrive dressed as memories, criticisms, or the subtle pressure to perform for love. Answer them with what I have spoken. You are chosen, you are precious, you are mine. Let this confession be steady on your lips until it is sturdy in your bones. Steward your gifts like a sober guardian. Practice until skill becomes service. Rest so your offering remains pure. Seek counsel so blind spots do not sabotage bright callings. What I placed in you is not a decoration. It is a responsibility that will bless many when handled with care. Your worth carries assignments that reach beyond comfort. I will lead you to lift burdens, to tell truth kindly, to share hope where despair has camped too long. You will discover that generosity is not loss. It is multiplication that returns as joy, favor, and deeper purpose. Hold this final assurance. Nothing can disqualify what I have qualified. Not the opinions of critics, not the wounds of the past, not the delays that stretched your patience. Walk as one already approved. When you do, shame loses its language, fear loses its footing, and your life becomes the living proof that worth secured by love is worth that endures. My dearest child, hear this with a steady heart. The long examination has reached its conclusion. What was hidden has been refined, what was uncertain has been clarified, and what was fragile has been strengthened. I have watched each quiet attempt, each honest prayer, and each step you took when no one applauded. None of it was wasted. You asked how to know when a chapter closes. You will notice pressure releasing without collapse, decisions becoming simple rather than dramatic, and peace arriving without rehearsal. These are the signatures of completion. You are not being pushed out, you are being graduated. Do not keep retaking a lesson I have already signed as finished. Release the compulsive revisiting of old dialogues and outcomes. You are permitted to move forward without rewriting every page behind you. Honor what the trial taught you and carry the wisdom, not the weight. The purpose of testing was never humiliation, it was preparation. You learned the difference between noise and guidance, between urgency and importance, between the fear that demands and the wisdom that invites. Hold these distinctions close. They are tools, not souvenirs. Now comes a holy exchange. Lay down the habits that belong to survival and pick up the practices that belong to stewardship. Speak truth without harshness. Keep promises without self-punishment. Ask for help before exhaustion. Offer help before applause. This is how you live beyond crisis. Close the unfinished loops that drain your strength. Return what is not yours to carry. Forgive where you can so that resentment does not rent space in your thoughts. If restitution is within your reach, make it promptly and cleanly. Integrity is the doorway through which promotion walks without noise. You will notice new instructions arriving as gentle clarity. They will not demand spectacle. They will request consistency. Start small on purpose. Consistency outruns intensity when the race is long. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for a faithful yes repeated until faithfulness becomes your instinct. Expect resistance that looks familiar but lacks former power. Old accusations will try their lines. Answer them with what is now true. The lesson is complete. The bond is broken. The permission to advance has been granted. Your agreement with this truth closes the last open window where doubt used to enter. Be thoughtful with new opportunities. Not every open door is a wise door. Test invitations with questions you learned in the difficult season. Does this align with purpose, with integrity, with peace? If the answer is yes, step forward with calm confidence. If the answer is no, decline without apology. Give thanks for closure. Gratitude seals the work and prevents you from glorifying the struggle or minimizing the grace that carried you through it. Gratitude also keeps your eyes on what is forming now, so you do not live anchored to a chapter that has served its purpose. Take this promise as you rise from this page. I am not releasing you into uncertainty. I am releasing you into assignment. The testing concludes, but the calling continues with greater clarity, deeper character, and stronger joy. Walk on, beloved. What once felt immovable will now make room, and what once felt distant will now come within reach. My dearest child, set down the weight you have been carrying in your mind. The struggle has taught you endurance, but endurance is not the same as constant strain. Rest is not retreat, it is alignment with the strength that does not fail. When you consent to rest, I restore clarity to your thinking, steadiness to your choices, and courage to your voice. You have believed that worth is proven by non-stop effort. Release that belief. I value faithfulness, not frantic motion. Let quiet trust replace the soundtrack of urgency. From this quiet place, you will notice which commitments are true assignments and which are distractions that drain joy without bearing fruit. Begin with small obediences that honor your well-being and your calling. Keep a promise to your future self by setting wise limits. Decline what divides your focus. Finish one task cleanly before grabbing the next. Ask for help when help will protect your integrity. These are not signs of weakness. They are signs of wisdom. I am teaching you the rhythm of sustainable progress. Intensity bursts and fades. Consistency grows and holds. Choose the next right step and take it without drama. Then choose the next and take it again. Let persistence become your quiet companion. You will move farther with steady faith than with restless hurry. Pay attention to the inner signals that warn of overload, irritation that flares without cause, forgetfulness that multiplies, dread that stalks, simple duties. These are indicators, not accusations. Respond with kindness, not condemnation. Step back, breathe, and reset your boundaries. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for agreement with wisdom. Your rest is also a witness. When you choose peace over panic, you show those around you that security does not depend on applause or overextension. You become a living invitation for healthier patterns, and others will find permission to do the same. In this way, your obedience multiplies beyond you. Let gratitude guide your recovery. Give thanks for the lessons gained in pressure. Give thanks for renewed strength. Give thanks for doors that closed because they were not aligned with your purpose. Gratitude does not ignore pain, it reframes it within a larger story where growth and grace have the final word. Guard your words in this season. Speak life over your calling. Replace harsh self-talk with truthful affirmation. I am learning, I am growing, I am provided for, I am guided. What you repeat becomes the atmosphere of your decisions. Choose language that strengthens your resolve and honors the work unfolding within you. Prepare, then move. Write what must be done. Remove what no longer belongs. Commit to realistic timelines that protect your health and your integrity. When uncertainty visits, ask for counsel before conclusions. You are not alone in this path. Wisdom will meet you as you walk it. Receive this promise and act from it. As you rest, you will rise. The strength I provide will outlast fatigue. The focus I grant will outshine distraction. And the peace I give will steady your progress. Step forward without rush, without fear, and without apology. Your next chapter does not require a frantic sprint. It requires a faithful stride. My dearest child, I appoint your home to be a sanctuary of peace. Let your words become the first guardians at the doorway of your relationships. Speak with patience when tension rises. Choose gentleness even when you believe firmness would be faster. The tone you set becomes the climate others breathe. Begin where healing must begin, with the truth spoken in love. Apologize promptly when you are wrong. Forgive freely when you are wounded. Refuse sarcasm that disguises hurt as humor. Refuse blame that hides fear as control. Honor each heart under your care by listening to understand rather than to win. Order returns when priorities are restored. People first, then plans, then projects. A united heart is stronger than a flawless schedule. Create simple agreements that everyone can keep. Keep them consistently. Consistency builds trust, and trust permits growth without fear. Establish rhythms that protect your unity. Share meals without distraction. Share stories without interruption. Share decisions without manipulation. Invite each member to carry a piece of the solution so that no one carries all of the weight. Responsibility distributed becomes dignity multiplied. Where there has been illness of body or soul, welcome practices that foster health. Rest without guilt. Nourish without extremes. Seek wise counsel when confusion lingers. Bless your household daily with words of life. We are protected, we are provided for, we are learning, we are growing. Repetition roots these truths in weary places. Guard your threshold from influences that fracture peace. Not every voice deserves authority in your home. Limit what stirs comparison, conflict, or contempt. Open wide to what cultivates faith, gratitude, and courage. You are the steward of what enters. Choose carefully, and your peace will endure. Resources will stretch when purpose directs them. Plan with honesty, give with joy, save with patience, spend with intention. I will multiply what is offered in integrity. Waste shrinks under clarity. Provision expands under wisdom. Let generosity become your signature, not because surplus demands it, but because love delights in it. Honor each person's design. Some need quiet to refuel, some need conversation to feel seen. Make room for difference without labeling it as defect. Celebrate strengths publicly and address weaknesses privately. Correction wrapped in respect produces change without resentment. When conflict appears, slow down the moment. Ask humble questions. Reflect back what you heard before stating what you feel. Seek a resolution that preserves relationship, not a victory that bruises it. Peace is not the absence of disagreement. It is the presence of honor during disagreement. Mark progress with gratitude. Give thanks for the small repair, the soft answer, the shared laughter that returns after a heavy day. Gratitude is the daily oil that keeps the family engine from burning out. Where thanks flows, resentment cannot settle. I am placing favor on your household. Expect opportunities to serve together, to learn together, to prosper together. Expect wisdom for decisions that once felt tangled. Expect a quiet confidence to replace the constant push of anxiety. This is not fragile or temporary. It is a lasting work as you align your words, choices, and priorities with peace. Receive this charge and walk it out. Protect your unity, cultivate your health, steward your resources, and bless your home with consistent love. As you do, I will breathe peace into every room of your life, and your household will become a living testimony that harmony is possible, healing is real, and hope belongs here. My dearest child, set your heart on more than relief. I am not only easing burdens, I am reshaping the way you think about need, work, and trust. Provision is part of the story, but transformation is the headline. I am teaching you a rhythm where peace leads and wisdom follows. Begin by agreeing with this truth. Scarcity is not your identity. You are not defined by the bill you dread, the door that closed, or the season that felt thin. You are defined by my care, my timing, and my counsel. When worry begins its speech, interrupt it with gratitude and clear choices that honor integrity. I provide in layers. I steady your inner life so decisions are not born from panic. I order your steps so energy is not wasted on distractions. I open the right door so effort lands where fruit can grow. When these layers align, what once felt impossible becomes attainable through patient consistency. Prepare yourself to carry increase with character. Keep clean records. Tell the truth even when it delays progress. Return messages, meet commitments, and ask for clarification before agreement. These simple habits invite trust, and trust invites opportunity that lasts. Generosity is part of your transformation. Give with intention, not impulse. Support what is life-giving. Share encouragement as freely as resources. You will discover that giving does not subtract from your future. It trains your heart to recognize abundance when it arrives. Guard against the traps that mimic success while damaging your soul. Quick gain that requires broken values is not a blessing. It is a bargain you cannot afford. Choose the slower path that preserves integrity. What you refuse today protects what you will celebrate tomorrow. I am also healing your relationship with work. Work is not punishment, it is partnership. Approach tasks with excellence, not perfectionism. Excellence serves people. Perfectionism serves fear. When you serve people well, favor finds you without forcing your way. Expect quiet miracles that look like timing, clarity, and connection. A needed conversation comes sooner than expected. A skill you practiced becomes the exact solution required. A long-standing knot unties with a single honest exchange. Do not dismiss these as coincidences. They are signatures of my hand at work. Plan with humility and hope. Build a simple budget that reflects reality, not fantasy. Save a little with patience. Invest in learning that sharpens your gifts. Rest when your judgment blurs. Pressure will tell you that rest is reckless. Wisdom knows that rest protects results. Speak life over your provision. Say this with a steady heart. I am guided, I am equipped, I am provided for in ways seen and unseen. Let that confession shape your choices. Language creates momentum. Choose words that move you toward faithfulness. Here is my promise. I will meet your needs while forming in you a new mind and a new measure. You will not only exit lack, you will steward increase without fear. Others will find courage through your testimony, because they will see that abundance gained with wisdom and held with humility becomes a blessing that multiplies good. Walk forward in this assurance. Provision is coming, and transformation is already here. My dearest child, let this settle inside you. Healing is not distant or theoretical, it is active and present. I speak life into the places that felt resigned to pain. What seemed permanent begins to soften when you agree with truth. You are not defined by what hurt you. You are defined by the love that holds you. Begin where change begins, with your words. Retire the sentences that rehearse defeat and replace them with declarations that align with purpose. I am learning, I am growing, I am loved, I am safe. Repetition builds pathways. As you speak life, your choices will start to follow the road your language is paving. Shame has tried to serve as a historian, repeating a record of failures to predict your future. Answer it with accuracy. Those moments were chapters, not your name. You have permission to outgrow what once fit you. Growth is not betrayal of your past self. It is loyalty to your true design. Make room for honest grief without letting grief manage your calendar. Feel what needs to be felt, and then let wisdom lead the next step. Reach out for counsel before isolation edits your perspective. Asking for help is not weakness. It is stewardship of your well-being and protection of your purpose. Establish gentle boundaries that guard your recovery. Decline conversations that reopen wounds without offering repair. Decline habits that promise comfort while taxing your peace. Say a calm no to what keeps you small, so you can say a strong yes to what helps you heal. Practice forgiveness as a disciplined choice, not a denial of pain. Forgiveness refuses to let injury dictate your future. It returns your energy to you. It gives you freedom to focus on building instead of reliving. If restitution is yours to make it with humility. If reconciliation is wise, pursue it with care. If distance is required, set it with honor. Honor your body and your mind with simple, sustainable rhythms. Rest when your thoughts tangle. Pause before your words harden. Choose nourishment that supports clarity. Order your commitments so that your yes can be trusted. Healing thrives in environments where pressure is replaced by patience. Notice the quiet signs of progress. A trigger that once governed your mood begins to lose authority. A decision that used to overwhelm now feels manageable. A conversation you avoided becomes a doorway to understanding. Celebrate these small evidences. Celebration cements change. Protect your hope. Curate what you consume. Not every story deserves space in your imagination. Invest your attention in messages that strengthen courage, humility, compassion, and perseverance. What you repeatedly hear becomes what you are ready to believe. Let gratitude be your daily medicine. Give thanks for resilience that survived, for insight that arrived, for peace that returns in longer stretches. Gratitude does not erase hardship. It reframes it so that hardship cannot erase you. From gratitude grows expectation, and from expectation grows bold, healthy action. Here is my promise. I am with you in every healing choice you make. I am present in each boundary you set, each apology you offer, each step you take toward wholeness. Nothing is wasted. Even the tears you thought were lost have watered seeds of wisdom, courage, and compassion. Healing is not a rumor. It is the work unfolding in you now, and it will continue until wholeness becomes your new normal. My dearest child, take courage. The work you carried in faith has reached its appointed moment. What resisted you begins to yield as you choose steady obedience over noise. Do not bargain with fear, move with calm authority, make clean decisions, and let integrity lead. You are not waiting for permission to live with purpose. You already carry it. Hold fast to the truth that promise matures under patience. You have planted with quiet consistency. You have guarded your words. You have practiced honesty when shortcuts tempted you. These hidden choices now gather into visible strength. Expect alignment to replace friction and clarity to replace confusion. Release the habit of rehearsing failure. You are not the sum of missteps. You are the steward of lessons. Speak this over your heart. I am guided. I am prepared. I am ready. Let that confession set your posture before every conversation, decision, and opportunity. Confidence anchored in truth will steady your voice when pressure rises. Test every open door with wisdom. Ask simple, searching questions. Does this honor my purpose, my integrity, my peace? If the answer is yes, proceed without apology. If the answer is no, decline without resentment. Boundaries protect the breakthrough so it does not dissolve into distraction. Refuse the demands of urgency that try to push you into careless agreement. Pace yourself by principle, not by panic. Return calls you should return. Deliver what you promised to deliver. Ask for clarity before you commit. These ordinary actions are the rails on which extraordinary outcomes travel safely. Celebrate small confirmations. A conversation that used to drain you now ends in resolution. A task that once overwhelmed now feels manageable. A delay that felt like denial becomes protection you can finally recognize. Let gratitude mark each step. Gratitude keeps the heart open to more. Guard your relationships in this season. Speak with patience. Correct without humiliation. Credit those who helped you grow. Humility keeps favor from curdling into pride, and generosity keeps success from shrinking your world. What you build with love will endure longer than what you build with hurry. Do not argue with every critic. Silence can be stewardship. Keep your records clean and your motives clear. I will handle what you cannot prove and answer what you do not need to address. Your assignment is faithfulness. The outcome is my domain. Prepare for responsibility that matches the blessing. Order your plans, strengthen your rhythms, and invite counsel that tells you the truth. Breakthrough is not an escape from discipline. It is an invitation to deeper stewardship. When you honor that invitation, increase will not fracture your peace. Take this promise into your next step. What once felt immovable will make room, and what once felt distant will come within reach. Choose prayer over panic, clarity over noise, and integrity over haste. Your breakthrough is not a moment you must chase. It is a season you will inhabit with wisdom and grace. I am separating what is genuine from what only pretended to be care. Influence that feeds on your confusion is not protection. It is control wearing kind words. Withdraw your agreement from patterns that drain your peace or mute your judgment. You are free to close doors that cost your integrity to keep open. Begin with clean decisions. Say a calm no where your spirit feels bent out of shape. Say a clear yes only where purpose, truth, and peace align. You do not owe unlimited access, endless explanations, or rehearsed apologies to anyone who disregards your well-being. Boundaries are not rejection. They are stewardship of the calling I placed within you. Test every invitation with simple questions. Does this honor who I am becoming? Does this strengthen my character? Does this preserve my peace? If the answer is yes, proceed without apology. If the answer is no, decline without resentment. Clarity is not cruelty. It is honesty guided by love. I am also exposing quiet agreements you made with fear. Fear promised safety if you stayed small, silent, or constantly agreeable. Break those contracts. Speak truth with humility. Choose alignment over approval. When you honor truth, manipulation loses its grip and confusion loses its mask. Guard your words in this season. Refuse gossip that damages trust. Refuse exaggeration that distorts reality. Keep your records honest and your motives clean. Integrity is the light by which you will notice hidden snares before you step into them. Where integrity leads, favor follows without the need for noise. Expect pushback from patterns that once benefited from your uncertainty. Do not personalize that resistance. You are not responsible for managing every reaction. You are responsible for keeping your path straight. Hold firm to what you know is right, and let time reveal what pressure tries to conceal. Practice the courage of quiet exits. You do not have to argue to be free. You can simply no longer participate. Release the need to win every debate. Winning your clarity is greater than winning an argument. Preserve your energy for building what aligns with purpose. Invite wise counsel that tells you the truth rather than flattering your comfort. Thank those who challenge you toward better thinking and better choices. Correction delivered with respect is a gift. It keeps you from repeating costly lessons and helps you move with mature confidence. Mark progress with gratitude. Give thanks for each clear decision, each truthful conversation, each peaceful boundary. Gratitude seals the new pattern so the old pattern cannot easily return. From gratitude grows courage, and from courage grows consistent obedience to what is right. Here is my promise. As you choose clarity, I will remove the fog. As you agree with truth, I will close the counterfeit and open the authentic. As you honor integrity, I will protect your path. Walk forward without panic and without apology. What once confused you will stand revealed, and what once intimidated you will lose its voice. You are guided, you are guarded, and you are free to move in clean light. My dearest child, tune your inner ear. I am not distant or cryptic. I speak with steady wisdom that meets you where decisions are made. Ask before you commit, pause before you answer, and listen before you decide. You will recognize my leading because integrity agrees with it, and peace confirms it. When the noise is loud, return to the truths that do not move. My word does not bend to pressure, it anchors you above it. Keep a teachable heart. Seek counsel that loves you enough to tell you the truth, not flattery that keeps you comfortable while drifting. Honor guidance that corrects your course without shaming your soul. Correction received with humility becomes protection you carry into every room, every plan, every promise. Practice alignment in small ways so you can stand firm in great moments. Keep your word even when no one is watching. Admit error without building excuses. Clarify expectations before you agree. Choose honesty in the details, because the details decide the direction. When you make these quiet choices, you create a path where wisdom can walk beside you daily. Guard the gate of your attention. Not every voice deserves authority. Measure words by their fruit. Do they strengthen courage, sharpen conscience, and cultivate compassion? If yes, give them room. If not, let them pass without residence. Discernment is not suspicion. It is love choosing what is truly good. Let your language match your intention. Speak plainly so that truth does not get lost inside decoration. Bless rather than boast. Advise without controlling. Decline without contempt. Words chosen with care carry the weight of peace. Words tossed in haste invite confusion to return. When uncertainty lingers, do not force a conclusion to quiet anxiety. Patience is not inactivity, it is trust in motion. Wait long enough for clarity to rise and for motives to settle. I am not late. I guide in ways that hold you together while you choose the next faithful step. Record what you learn. Write the principles that rescued you from error. Honesty before speed, clarity before agreement, peace before action, humility before victory. Return to these markers until they become instinct. Principles are the rails that keep momentum from becoming derailment. Invite my word into your daily rhythms. Begin with gratitude, proceed with integrity, and end with review that turns experience into wisdom. When you miss it, return quickly. When you get it right, stay gentle. A soft heart travels farther than a proud one. Do not fear changing your mind when truth requires it. Stubbornness is not strength. Strength is the courage to pivot when new light arrives. You honor me when you choose what is right over what is familiar. The path of wisdom is not a straight echo of yesterday. It is a living agreement with what is true today. Take this promise with you. I will not leave you guessing in the dark. I will steady your thoughts, confirm your steps, and correct your course without condemnation. Walk with a listening heart. My word will meet you in the question, accompany you in the answer, and keep you in the peace that follows. My dearest child, remember this with a steady heart. Purpose is not a pedestal. Purpose is a pathway through which help travels to those who need it. I did not shape your gifts for display. I shaped them for service that restores hope, repairs trust, and strengthens weary hands. Begin with motive. Let love be the reason you speak, build, and lead. When love carries your work, pride loses its grip, and comparison loses its script. You can celebrate the success of others without shrinking, and you can accept correction without shame, because the goal is not applause. The goal is impact that lasts. Serve with clarity. Ask what truly helps, not what merely looks helpful. Offer truth with kindness, guidance with patience, and boundaries with respect. When you aim your strength at real needs, your effort becomes seed that will not be wasted. Practice excellence without perfectionism. Excellence serves people. Perfectionism serves fear. Finish what you start, return what you borrow, and honor your commitments even when convenience argues otherwise. These quiet choices turn talent into trust and trust into influence that does not need to shout. Guard the dignity of those you help. Do not rescue to be admired, and do not advise to control. Listen before you answer, so your words can heal rather than merely impress. A gentle voice can carry more weight than a loud one when it is anchored in truth and humility. Let generosity shape your plans. Share credit freely. Share resources wisely. Share encouragement daily. Generosity is not subtraction. It is multiplication that returns as joy, favor, and open doors you could not have forced. What you release in love finds its way back in forms you could not have predicted. Keep learning so your service stays sharp. Seek feedback that tells you the truth instead of flattery that keeps you comfortable. Adjust without dramatics when better ways appear. Strength is the courage to improve while you are already doing well. Protect your well-being so your service remains pure. Rest when your judgment blurs. Ask for help before exhaustion writes your schedule. Say a calm no to assignments that require you to betray your values, so that you can say a strong yes to work that honors your calling. Measure progress by faithfulness. Did you tell the truth kindly? Did you keep your word? Did you lift a burden without wounding a heart? These are the markers that matter. When you live by them, you build work that can carry weight without cracking you. Hold this promise close. As you serve with humility and integrity, I will expand your reach without demanding your soul as payment. I will place you where your gifts meet real need, and I will protect what you build when you build it in love. Walk forward with a generous spirit and a disciplined mind. Your purpose will become a living stream that refreshes many and never runs dry. My dearest child, hold your peace. I am your advocate and your defender. You do not have to outshout accusation or outrun rumor. Keep your posture steady and your conscience clear. I will handle what you cannot prove and resolve what you cannot fix. Begin with clean choices. Tell the truth without embroidery. Keep your promises without punishing yourself to keep them. Decline arguments that demand you trade your integrity for a momentary win. A quiet no can protect what a loud debate would endanger. Guard your words. Speak only what is necessary, kind, and accurate. Do not lend your voice to gossip, exaggeration, or contempt. Precision will carry you where passion alone cannot. When you must respond, answer once, answer clearly, and then return to your assignment. Set boundaries that honor dignity. Not every summons deserves attendance, and not every provocation deserves reply. You are free to remove yourself from cycles that drain your courage and distort your focus. Withdrawal from harm is not surrender, it is wisdom in motion. Invite counsel that loves you enough to be honest. Seek perspective before you choose a path that will cost you long after the moment has passed. Correction given with respect is protection, not rejection. Receive it with humility, apply it with patience, and move forward without shame. Keep clean records. Document your commitments, your deliveries, and your timelines. Transparency disarms suspicion and steadies your decisions. When confusion arises, clarity anchored in facts will speak for you while you remain calm. Refuse retaliation. Retaliation rehearses injury until it becomes identity. Release the need to settle every score. Let forgiveness return your energy to you, and let justice proceed without your bitterness as fuel. You will gain more by guarding your heart than by winning an argument that stains it. Choose de-escalation as a strength, not a surrender. Ask clarifying questions. Mirror what you hear before stating what you believe. Seek outcomes that preserve relationship where safety allows, and seek distance where safety requires. Peace is not the absence of disagreement, it is the presence of honor amid disagreement. Stabilize your rhythms. Rest so judgment stays clear. Nourish your body so patience does not fracture. Pray before meetings, pause before messages, and breathe before conclusions. Pressure will demand haste. Wisdom will invite pace. Mark progress with gratitude. Thank me for the conflict you did not have to fight, for the answer that arrived on time, for the door that closed because it hit a trap. Gratitude keeps your vision clean so you can spot guidance when it comes softly rather than dramatically. Here is my promise. I will surround you with help at the precise moment it is needed. I will expose what hides behind flattering language, and I will honor what is done in truth. Walk forward with a steady heart. Keep your hands clean, your words measured, and your motives pure. Protection is not a rumor around your life. It is a shield I have established, and it will hold. My dearest child, begin and end with gratitude. Give thanks for lessons that arrived as challenges, for help that came quietly, and for strength that returned when you thought it was gone. Gratitude clears the fog around your thinking and makes room for wise choices to land. Obedience is how gratitude walks. Choose the next right action without spectacle. Keep your promises even when applause is absent. Return what is not yours. Admit error without constructing excuses. These simple motions build a life that can carry blessing without cracking under pressure. Let continuity be your quiet advantage. Great change often arrives wrapped in small, repeated choices. Show up with integrity today, and then show up again tomorrow. Consistency outlasts bursts of intensity. The future you desire grows best in the soil of steady practice. Guard your focus with clean boundaries. Not every opportunity is an assignment. Ask the questions that keep you honest. Does this align with purpose? Does it protect peace? Does it honor truth? If yes, proceed calmly. If no, decline without resentment. Clarity is kindness to your calling. Measure progress by faithfulness rather than noise. Did you tell the truth kindly? Did you honor your word? Did you treat people as treasures rather than tools? When you keep these measures, comparison loses its power and envy loses its script. Speak the language that supports your path. Replace self-accusation with accurate confession. I am learning, I am growing, I am guided, I am loved. Your words set the tone for your decisions. Choose sentences that strengthen your courage and steady your judgment. Invite counsel that sharpens you. Seek voices that care more about your growth than about your comfort. Correction delivered with respect is protection in disguise. Receive it, apply it, and move forward without shame. A teachable heart travels farther than a proud one. Tend your rhythms so your yes can be trusted. Rest before exhaustion chooses for you. Plan with honesty rather than fantasy. Place people before projects and principles before pressure. When your life is ordered, peace becomes your default rather than a rare visitor. Let generosity accompany obedience. Share credit freely. Share encouragement daily. Share resources wisely. Generosity turns blessing into circulation, and what circulates in love returns as favor and joy you could not have engineered. Mark every step with gratitude so the old patterns cannot easily return. Give thanks for clear boundaries, for timely guidance, for quiet wins that confirm your direction. Gratitude seals new habits and keeps your heart soft. Here is my promise. As you practice gratitude, I will expand your capacity. As you choose obedience, I will align your timing. As you keep continuity, I will establish your work. Walk this path without rush and without fear. What you build with steady hands and a thankful heart will endure and will bless more lives than you can count. My dearest child, let this be the ground beneath every choice you make. My love for you does not waver. It is steady when opinions shift, present when courage thins, and faithful when plans change. You are not competing for my attention or earning my favor. You are living from a love that has already decided for you. Hold fast to this truth when pressure rises. I do not measure you by perfection, but by your willing heart. When you stumble, return quickly. When you succeed, stay gentle. When you are unsure, ask and listen. My guidance will meet you without shaming you, and my peace will guard what I have entrusted to you. Let this love shape your words. Bless instead of boast. Correct without humiliation. Speak plainly so truth can do its work. Let this love guide your decisions. Choose integrity over image, service over spectacle, and consistency over drama. What grows from these choices will last because it is rooted in what does not fail. Carry this love into every relationship. See people as treasures, not tools. Share credit freely and encouragement daily. Forgive as a disciplined choice so resentment cannot rent space in your heart. Set calm boundaries where safety requires it, and keep a soft spirit where reconciliation is wise. Guard your inner life with simple practices that honor what matters. Gratitude before strategy, honesty before speed, clarity before agreement, rest before exhaustion. These rhythms keep you aligned with the care that holds you, and they make room for joy to become your ordinary strength. When doubt begins its familiar speech, answer with a clear confession. I am seen, I am guided, I am provided for, I am loved. Repeat it until your thoughts agree and your actions follow. From this center, you will stand steady in change, generous in blessing, and courageous in the face of uncertainty. Here is my promise to seal this chapter. Nothing will separate you from my love. I will steady your steps, redeem your missteps, and multiply the good you offer. Walk forward without panic and without apology. Live as one already approved, and let your life become a quiet lantern that helps others find their way. Thank you for listening. If this message strengthens you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss the next message. See you in the next chapter.